Mark, here we are in mid-season, and some teams have already exceeded early expectations, starting to show that they are the real deal.
Yeah, no fluke, and that's what we call validation. Again, you have such a long season early on. The schedule can work in your favor, but as we get to this point in the season, Kevin, teams are starting to show you who they really are, answering doubters, and it's got to be extremely satisfying when you prove folks wrong.
Absolutely. Shot clock at 5. Augustine dishes to Fournier. No good from outside. Shea outside. Shot from 16. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Great teamwork, punctuated by...
And it's all evened up.
Guys, Augustine's so good at staying under control on these difficult finishes. Great focus from the veteran.
Walker the pass to Tatum. To the inside. And the dunk by Jay.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass?
Ross is checked in for Orlando. And so it's Boston with it. That one falls. 10 points for Jay.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Athlete, you can't let him roam free like that.
And stolen by Jay. Great pass to set up the lane. Tatum dishes to Shea. And Shea throws it down.
Boy, a good example of attacking.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Boston leading by 6. The drive by Shea. Bucket is good. Shea's got 14 points for the game.
Well, I think that's what you...
Good ball movement here by the Magic. Augustine, no luck.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this. Rough stretch, but on occasion you'll...
Sapolosha finds Bamba. And the dunk. Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
I think this speaks to Mamba's mobility, guys. He's showing how dangerous he can be when given space to operate.
To the paint. And the dunk by Jay.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork. About it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
A nice shot by Jay. And now a 10-point Celtic lead. And here we go. Fast break with Jay. And Jay throws it down.
Shea is merciless tonight, not letting up a bit.
Bounce tonight. Shea drives in, and the dunk by Jay.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And great call by Orlando. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Magic, Walker. And Langford subbed in for Brown. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
They've been making some really nice passes.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the dynamic score that also possesses the killer instinct. And when he gets it going, watch out. It can snowball into a dominating performance.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And Fournier kicks to Cephalosha. Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
And for Walker, who stayed 3 years at UConn, but he just keeps getting better on the offensive end.
Boy, Kemba Walker is one of the most dynamic little guys we've had in the league.
Pass to Jay. And they double up Jay. Outside, Walker. Back to Jay. Can he keep it going? That falls. Nice feed that time.
But then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
That's going to make a defender think twice about getting in Che's way next time. Posterize.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also...
Rebound, Boston. Kansas got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the dunk by Jay.
Boy, Che's a great competitor now. He's not going to be denied when he's inside. He's going straight to the 10.
Now, here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic...
Pressure on.
Guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense. They feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors taking
in the final quarter of regulation. Inside, and the dunk by Bamba. Bamba comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Thabo Cephalosha subbed in for Fournier. Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Celtics passing it around, and Shea throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and hand power.
Augustine dishes to Ross. Pass to Bamba. Takes the 3. Rebound, Boston. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Good, he hits again.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now third, and he is now in the record books for most 50-point games that's been bested.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Here's Tice. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump.
Scoring breakdown for Boston.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break. Good muscle and weight to that frame. And once he does, he's going to be a nightmare to deal with.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come.
This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.
Some new NBA and gaming.